It's early in the morning, about 6, nice and sunny. So I thought I'll head out for a quick round at the international golf course. I wanted to challenge myself a little bit, so I think I'll be playing the back 9. Hope you enjoy it.
Okay, let's go.
So today we're starting at hole 10 at the international golf course. This is a par 4 stroke index 2. We'll play from the yellow tee, so it's 380 meters to the green, as you can see. We'll start behind there and go over the hazard somewhere on the left, on the left of the tree line is the green. I'm going to hit a 3-wood. I'm thinking of going straight down, just on the line of the lake, and hopefully sit somewhere steady there so I can, on my second shot, which is probably again going to be a 3-wood or a 5-wood, depending on how close I get and how left I get. We should be aiming for the green from there. Let's see how that goes. I was hoping to go a little to the left, but apparently he landed a little on the quite a bit on the right. So yeah, it's going to be a long approach from there. So as it lies, let's see how close we can go to again with our 3-wood. Yeah, hopefully that's decent. That's decent recovery. The flag is on the front of the green since it's red, so it should be a good approach from there. We ran a little short. We are 66 meters from the front of the green, so it is still quite a bit. So I'm taking a 9-iron, but I'm going to still play it easy and try and chip it to the pin. A good shot. We are on the left of the pin. It's still going to be at least an 8-foot putt, but hopefully we can do that. It's really nice to come in the morning when you probably are the first one playing on the green. They look very nice and clean. So yeah, it's a bit wet. The morning dew is still on, so it will have a bit of resistance, so we have to keep that in mind. And line ourselves and see how that works for us. And that is a par. Now we are at hole 11, par 4 again, stroke index 6. Since we're playing from the yellow, it's 340 meters. We'll be teeing off from up there, going all the way around. And the green is actually somewhere behind those trees, but we aim to fall somewhere there so we can approach the green directly. So this is, although it looks short for a par 4, or maybe it's a medium par 4, Um, what tends to happen is this place gets quite a bit windy. So I'm going to go with the driver, hopefully keep it somewhere in the open area there. And yeah, and then let's see what happens from there. Ah, for once it's straight down the middle, so we should be sitting quite well. So although it's not very visible, there is a little bump in front of me. Behind that, about 150 meters, is the green with the yellow flag. So the flag's in the middle. I am going to go with a 7-iron, and hopefully we're a little. If I duff it, I'm a little shorter. Otherwise, I'm a little over. But nevertheless, it should be decent enough to go back. Yep, that kind of worked. Talking about a lucky break, it's still on the fringe, but I'll do a more controlled shot. So I'll use my putter, try to get it close to the pin from here, and then putt it. Up. That went a little over. So hopefully we can get this one in for a par as well. As we go. Now we're on 12, par 3, stroke index 18, 125 for yellow, but we are going to be teeing off from there and following through this path to the green there. The flag's white, so it's in the center of the green, which is a little scary because if you're in the front, it's good because you'll be putting uphill, but on the other end, it's downhill. So yeah, on this hole, I'm looking at my GPS. It says 130 meters to the center of the green. Chosen to go with my 8-iron, not swinging it as hard as I normally would, and try to keep it in the front of the green. I think we are about pin height, a little to the right of the flag. I think it's still in the rough. It should be fine. So from the angle that I was looking at from the tee, it looked like it was in the rough, but it's actually on the fringe. One tip I would like to give people who are trying to bring their handicap down is like the par threes. These are where, if you can just do pars, you will hold on to, or that will drop your numbers quite well. And if you can do better, well, there's nothing like that. So let's give this a shot. Just slightly short. That could have been a birdie. That would have been nice. There we go. For another par. Now we're at hole 13. It's a par 4, stroke index 11. 375 meters from the yellow tee. This also happens to be one of my favorite holes on the golf course because of the very cool reason of the view that we get from here. So we start off here, hitting it downhill into the Swedish countryside. with the links-like approach to the green there. Another thing I forgot to mention is that this course, although it this hole, although it is very long, it is actually not that long. There's more to walk because you go downhill, but in terms of the play, it is the distance it says, although it doesn't look like. So yeah, I'm going in with the driver. Hopefully try to keep it more to the left of the fairway, but yeah, let's see how that works. That was a lucky break. We barely missed one of the bunkers, so we just like on the edge of it. So yeah, let's see how that goes. So after that narrow miss with the bunker, we still got a fair bit of distance. So the flag is in the front of the green, which is 141 meters. I am hitting a 7-iron. It's started to get a bit windy, so I'm trying to keep the ball flight a little lower, so I won't hit it as hard. And yeah, let's see how that goes. So let's see how this little bit of a chip and run works. Break right, up. Let's see if that is puttable now. So that is still a longer putt than I wanted, but let's see. Pap, a par again. So now we are at hole 14. Par 5, stroke index 16. A little long hole, so 465 meters from here. We tee off right here, going all the way up there, up the hill, and somewhere there, behind the trees, is the green. I'm going to use the driver again, try and get it closer to the beginning of the hill, and hopefully the next shot should go would be helping me climb up that hill, and then we go for the green from there. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I had a hook. Wasn't my plan, but actually it's not a bad place. So we are on the left of the hill, so hopefully that gives me actually a better line going all the way up in the direction of the green. It was a good, or I would say it was a decent drive all the way here. So this is about 220 meters. We still have about 220 meters more to go. So I think I'm going to hit a 3-wood. Try and keep it on the left of this tree. Even if it goes on the right, it really doesn't matter, because the tree is technically the line towards the green. So yeah, let's see how we fare on this one. So that got us in a decent position. So we have the last bit of 80 meters left. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to take a pitching wedge and try and keep it in the front, since it's in the center of the green. A bit short, but it's still a 2 putt. So let's see how far can I get it with the putter from here. It's still quite a bit of distance. Does it look? Should be a single putt. Let's go try this. There we go, another par. So this is another par 5. It's hole number 15, stroke index 8. I find this the most difficult course here, or the difficult hole here, because most of the time you can't even see where the ball lands. I'll show you why. We'll be teeing off from there between the trees, going all the way down there. So because of those hills, sometimes if you're a long hitter, you kind of lose sight of your ball. So it's best to keep the direction right, and somewhere between the trees and the end is the green. But before that, there is water. I think you can see the flag there. Just because it is a narrower course in the beginning, I hit my 3-wood just slightly short of my driver. So I thought the safer bet is to take 3-wood, try and lay it down in the center, and plan for a better layup shot from there. So let's see. Now that we've got out of the thicker woods, I still have quite a bit of distance. It's a little rough here, so instead of 3, which will actually just slide over, I'll try and hit in 5 wood and see how this fares. We could have been in a bit of trouble there, but yeah, I think hitting from slopes going downwards, it's a bit tricky. But yeah, I think we do have a shot after this one. So I don't think I'm completely out of trouble. So in the front of the green, there is a little bit of channel of water. There's a huge tree in front. It doesn't end there. It's not just I can just go over that tree and I'll be fine, because there's another tree behind that. So my best bet would be to keep it left, on the left side, going over this tree, and hoping to hit the back of the green, or at least the left. I am clubbing down. I'm going to go with an 8-iron to get me a bit of distance, and hopefully I'll see if I can slice it a little, but I doubt that one. So yeah, let's see. And luckily, we are short. So I've grabbed a wedge now. It's a 50-degree. Try and go over this and keep it closer to the green, to the pin. So not that we have this one. Yes, I have fixed my divot already. So if you see one, you fix it, even if it's not yours. It's still a fair bit of distance. So I have to be careful to keep it more on the right, because if it goes on the left, it just keeps rolling down and all the way to maybe the fringe. Don't know. Let's see how this one goes. Yep. I guess that's going to be our first bogey for the day. There we go. A bogey. Now we're playing hole 16, par 4, stroke index 4. It's a long, straight hole. We tee off here and we continue going down there. Since it's a red flag, it's in the front of the green. So yeah, let's do this. So I think I'm going to start with the driver, try and lay it up on the center. There is water on the left, woods on the right, but it's still quite a wide fairway. So yeah, let's see how we do with this one. Up, right of the fairway, not a bad shot. We should have a decent 3-wood distance from there to the green. So yeah, I thought it was going to be a longer distance. It's still 170. I'm going to hit my 4 hybrid. I know it normally goes longer. I'm not going to hit it hard and try and just get it into decent play. So that should get me in chipping distance. So my idea was to get here. I'm use a pitching wedge, try and get it on the right of the pin, and hopefully it should be a 1 putt. Get back, come back. Slightly longer, but it's a good shot. So let's see if this is a par or a bogey. I guess a bogey today. So now we are at hole 17. Normally we tee off from up there, but that's under renovation. So we'll be teeing off from a mat here and playing to the yellow flag there. So this one is just about 100 meters. It's funny that even the mat is a little inclined, so it's a bit not even to play with. I'm going to use a pitching wedge. It's 98 to the center, so yeah, let's see how that one works. Right of the pin. Let's see. I need to keep it more to the right. Don't let it roll to the right, left. Otherwise, it goes all the way down. So let's see. A birdie would have not been bad, but I can live with the par. We're on hole 18 now, par 4, stroke index 14, 370 meters to green. We tee off there, follow this line, and somewhere down there, not that flag, but on the right, is the green. So again, I'm going to use the driver. The fairway kind of goes on the right, so if you see that little island kind of a thing with the trees, we are going to keep it short and go to the right from there. So this is one of those holes where if you have a slice, it really helps you. So let's see how this works. So that might have the little bit of a fade kind of has worked in our favor. So that drive was hammered a good 260 meters, 255 meters if I'm not wrong. Now we have 100 meters left to the pin. I'm taking a 9 iron. I'm going to not hit it as hard, and hopefully that should get us in a good position on the green. Again, we fix a divot. This is a long putt. I misjudged the length of the green. But yeah, let's see how we fare with this one. A little more harder than I wanted. Good line though. But that's goes from a birdie to a bogey. I hope not, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, I guess it's a bogey then. If it goes in. Yep, bogey. That's the sad thing of doing a good drive and mucking it up in the end. But anyways, it was a good round. I hope you enjoyed watching the second half of the International Golf Course. See you until next time.
Okay, let's go.